Hi, this is Trepacer. I decided to go old school. I filmed this with the webcam because I wanted to give you this look. Because I still, I've been filming with my digital camera the last few weeks, but I wanted to film like this, give you the true in-bed vlog look, even though technically it's around 1 something p.m. Because, I got up this morning and actually got out of bed earlier than I wanted to, and made myself breakfast and stuff, and did a few things and stuff, surfed the internet a little bit, uh, and I downloaded the Monarch Legacy Season 2, Episode 6, which is called Requiem, and I think around 2 o'clock, I think I'm going to actually record my reaction to that, and then I'm going to I'll go out, run around and do my errands and stuff, go to the cleaners, supermarket and stuff, and check, put money on my Omni card and stuff, and get back to the house. Um, oh yeah, this is what I want to mention. I did talk to the Fidelity, and I kind of transferred all my money into. I took it out of the IRA, the cash, but put it into a thing. So they're going to increase my, you know, the money that they put in my investments and stuff. So hopefully that money will grow faster than it is what if it was just in the IRA. And I have to email the client, the guy that manages my money, email him back because I'm going to have to, because he kind of wanted me to pay. I think there's a tax that I think you have to pay to invest with these stocks. I think on a certain, if you put them in a certain thing, but I'm going to have to tell him because I'm going to have to, because I went to the dentist last Tuesday, and the dentist told me that I have to eventually get the bridge. I got a bridge on this side of my mouth. Eventually, I'm going to have to get that replaced, and they gave me kind of a breakdown of it, and it's going to probably be around my out-of-pocket money. Supposedly, is almost $3,000. So I'm going to have to eventually do that, maybe later this year. So if I'm going to do that, I can't pay this tax money on this thing. So I'm going to see if I can delay uh, putting this money into this different account. So I'm going to email him. I meant to do it yesterday at lunchtime, but I'm going to do it today because I got his email and stuff, and see if they can call me. I'll leave him email him and see if I can have him call me at work so I can tell him, listen, I have to do this dental thing, this bridge, probably towards the end of the year, or and I have to probably put money down on it, and then probably pay the rest of it over time. And so maybe I can just delay paying this tax because I know he said I could pay it now or pay it later, and I already pay my taxes. And I think this is the thing he wants me to do when you pay my taxes. So I may just delay doing this part of it until I have to pay my taxes. I don't know if it's next year, but maybe the year after that, I'll pay my taxes. But I'm gonna leave him a message to see if we can do that. But for now, he did create a move my money from the IRA into more investment in buying stocks and stuff. So that way, hopefully, I can increase the value of my 401k money. And also, what is there's something else? Oh yeah, I did put my youngest brother, down as the beneficiary for the account in case anything happens to me. So he can handle the money and stuff. So I have to do that. Okay, now the Mets are coming back home. The Mets are currently in San Francisco, but they're coming back home. I think on Monday. I think they might be off Monday because I think because they're in San Francisco, they have to fly back. So I think they're off on Monday. Then I think they play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then I think they play they play two teams. They mentioned it on the broadcast last night. The Mets play two different teams. So I think they fly back Sunday because I think they have a day game in San Francisco. Obviously, it's going to be a time difference, so that's why I think they're off. And I think that's the ninth game they're supposed to play in 9 days, so they're off. I think once they fly back, get back to New York by on Sunday night, and then I think they're off on Monday. Then they play a different team. I think it's the A's and the Diamondbacks they play. I don't know the order. And then they play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I think they play the other team Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so the Mets coming home for Tuesday, and next Saturday is Juan Soto bobblehead day, and so I may want to go to that game because my brother asked me before about going back out to Citi Field. So I may want to go just to get the Juan Soto bobblehead day. But the thing is, speaking of Juan Soto, he got hurt last night, and we hoping that it's not because he like pulled up when he was running the bases. He kind of pulled up, and he took himself out of the game, which is good. So I think they're supposed to do an MRI on his, excuse me, on his I don't know if I don't think it's his hamstring, but they're supposed to do an MRI on his leg, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's nothing serious. Maybe with a couple of days rest, maybe he'll take the rest of the series off, maybe, and then when they fly back, hopefully he'll be ready to go. That's what I'm hoping because he hasn't been injured his whole career. He's been in the major league since he was like I think 19, so he's been in the major league like 7 years, I think almost. So he's never been hurt, Juan Soto. So I'm glad he recognized that he felt something, and that's why they took him out of the game as a precaution. And like I said, I think he's going to get an X-ray in a hospital today, and hopefully it's something that can be healed with rest, something that maybe he pulled, and maybe with a couple of days rest, off his feet and stuff, and hopefully he'll be ready to play when the Mets come home. That's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. And I'll call my brother today and see if he wants to, if he's available to go next Saturday, because again it's bobblehead day, which is I think is a 4 o'clock game, which means I want to try to get there about 1 o'clock or so, because the when it's bobblehead day, they only give out a certain amount, and it's a Saturday. And if it's I got to check the weather, see what the weather's like next Saturday. I think the weather might be. Hold on, let me see something. See what the weather's going to be like next Saturday. Yeah, it's supposed to be 61 degrees. It's 44 sunny. So maybe we'll go to that game. And I think that's one sort of bobblehead day. I think that's on the 10th. I think is it on the 10th, or that might be the Friday. I have to check the schedule and see if that's one sort of bobblehead day. Hopefully it's that Saturday, so I don't want to have to go from work, because then we'll never get the bobblehead, because if I get off at 5 and have to go to get to the so I'm hoping I think it's Saturday for some reason. I think it's Saturday, although I think it might be the 10th, but I'll check and let you know and stuff. So once I check, and then I'll see if my brother, if he's available to go, then I can buy the tickets online, and we can go Saturday, and I'll just make sure we get there by because if the game is 4, you got to try to get there by at least 1 o'clock, because you're gonna have parking and stuff. So see if I can meet my brother like at like 12 o'clock, so that way we can drive to this Citi Field and get there just before 1. Park. And I think they open up the gates like 2 hours before game time. So like 2 o'clock they'll open up the stadium. So hopefully that way, and I can get a bobblehead, get the Juan Soto bobblehead. Okay, so I got to see when to do that. And yeah, I think those are the 2 things, right? That, like I said, I'm gonna email my financial advisor and just I can leave him a message and have him call so he can talk on Monday, just so we can straighten this out. Because I'm glad that I did invest with him, so that way they'll take like 1% of the earnings for the year, but just to make sure and see if I can get my money to grow. So by the time, and I'm hoping, because originally I thought I was going to have to wait till I'm 67 to retire. You get the full benefits, Social Security. But I'm trying to think if I can retire. I'm trying to see if I can retire at 65. That would be better, I think, in my case. So that way I can I don't have to wait till 67, because in that way I'm going to be 61 this year. So I just have to work 4 more years. I can retire, and then I can hopefully move. Okay, and so I'm going to be trying to look at places that I can possibly go to retire, because New York is expensive. So I don't want to, and I think I want to go somewhere, retire somewhere where it's nice weather. And I still, I talk about this time to time with my friend at work. We went to Virginia, and we rented a house. My sister and my brother, and then their family and stuff. We got the house for Airbnb basically for a week. And the thing I loved about it, especially that last day that we were leaving, like we left, we got up like at 5 o'clock in the morning. I think we left. It's around 6:30. But I remember me and my brother were standing in front of the house in that neighborhood, and the thing was, it was so quiet, nice and peaceful, clean, and the only thing you heard was the sprinklers going off in the house across the street from us. And it was just so quiet and peaceful, and that's what I kind of want to. I want to move to a neighborhood like that where it's nice and quiet, it's clean, and that's the thing that I really admired that that house that the guy had. First of all, it was a nice 2-story house, had all the bedrooms and the bathrooms and stuff, and the pool and stuff. And I know that place because we went in the summertime, July. But I know probably in winter, fall time, it's probably absolutely beautiful with the weather because when we had to deal with the bugs and all that stuff. But I know in this, and probably in the fall, early winter, it's probably absolutely beautiful to be. You get a probably nice breeze. You could probably sit by the pool. The pool will be empty probably by then, but you probably won't have the pool or have the pool covered and stuff. Back and you can just sit out in the back and just sit and relax. You don't have to worry about no bugs because bugs won't be, you know, in the fall and the winter. So it's just a night, or just sit in front of the house on the out in front of the house and just hang out and just listen to music or whatever. And it just was really nice. That's the kind of peaceful thing I want. And like I said, I mentioned before, my brother, my youngest brother, he's going to be moving to Colorado. I think this year after his youngest daughter, graduates, and he's going to transfer because he works for Pepsi. He lives in Albany right now, and he's going to transfer down to Colorado. He said to live. He's going to probably get a house out there, and so I'm going to try it because I think they have. Because I was thinking about getting a tiny house, and I know they have tiny houses out in Colorado, and so maybe what I can do is get me a tiny house out there in Colorado, because I think they have a thing where you just basically rent you have your house, you can get your house built the way you want to, and you can have it parked on this land that the people, you just pay them basically rent for to rent the land where your house is parked at, and excuse me, and you just pay for I think you pay for electricity. I think electricity, gas. I think that's the same thing, and and the rental thing and the water and Zach. So you pay probably a couple of $100 for that. And the house, like I said, you can have the house designed exactly the way you want to. Like I said, and a tiny house, because it'll just be me out there. I can get like a tiny house with like 2 bedrooms. I want like a loft type of thing. And I know most of these tiny houses, when you see them, like the top part of the house is the top part of the house. You have to kind of crawl down in it. It's not as tall. You can't really stand up in it. But I saw this one lady's house that she had, and I think I've seen it in 2 houses where they have a top. They have the loft. She had high ceilings, and she had the second level where it was you could actually stand up in it. She had her office up there, which I think would be really nice. And I want to make sure and they have down in the bottom part, you walk in, it's like the living room there, and then it leads into like the kitchen, and then further on you have the laundry, the washer dryer there, and then it leads into the bedrooms and stuff, and then you can have and she put a deck on the back of her house, so that way you could go out and sit out there and listen to music or whatever, especially when the weather changes and stuff. And that's what the type of thing I want. And I have to make sure about the weather too, because it depending on where you live. Because remember, the weather's going to change, especially if you live in Colorado. I know Colorado, depending where you live, there'll get snow and stuff, and you got to make sure you get a house that's weatherproof too. I know that's a big thing too. That's another thing I have to invest. So I'm just kind of checking things out with that. I'll do that, and also a TV. Right now, I'm using my Samsung TV. Right now, I use my Samsung TV as my monitor, and I watch TV, of course, obviously on this. But I have a 60-inch Samsung. I had I think a 55-inch Samsung before that. What I'm going to do is I'm looking to buy another TV, because this TV I've had since 2013. So I'm about due for a new TV. So I'm waiting till Memorial Day because I don't. Besides Black Friday, Memorial Day is another day when they have a lot of sales on TVs and stuff. So I'm waiting till then to see if there's a sale on Amazon. I'll look and see about the TVs and stuff. And I want to get. I was thinking about getting a 65-inch TV because I got a 60-inch one. But now I'm thinking more and more. I want to get like a 75-inch, like the stand I have, which my TV's on right now. It's I think the vessel and back of it is 400 by 400. So I have to make sure the TV I get can support that because I don't have the TV on my wall. I have it on this. I bought a stand when I bought the other TV that I had. I bought it on. I'm sorry, that was the computer. Let me see if I can cut that off. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so I want to see if I can get a 75-inch TV that I can put on the back of this, and because I have to make sure because like while there's TVs that have a lot of the latest technology on it, I want to make sure I get a TV that will last. Like I said, this TV I've had since 2013, so it's over like 10 years, almost 13 years. So I want to get a TV that will last. I don't want to get one of these TVs that has all these features and stuff. Like Hisense has a lot of good features and stuff on it, but I hear a lot of bad things about it. Sometimes I hear some good things, but a lot of times saying that the TV won't last. It'll last a year or two, and then it goes and it's hard to get parts for it and all that stuff. So I'm thinking about either getting another Samsung TV because I want one with the and I'm not really a gamer as much as I want to get something that with Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and I know they got IMAX processing and stuff, and you got QLD and all these other type of TVs. So I want to make sure. That's why I'm doing a lot of excuse me, a lot of research to make sure I get the proper, TV. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna wait till Memorial Day and look around and see. There should be some sales. And if I don't find the proper TV by Memorial Day, I think I might wait until Black Friday. Because then I know for sure there's going to be. Excuse me. I'm trying to sit up with that, but after a while it gets worn. But I know Black Friday. Then that'll be June, July, August, September, October, November. Then I have to wait another 6 months. But I'm hoping that Memorial Day there'll be a nice sale that I can get a nice TV for like $700. Because right now, between my gift cards and all that stuff that I got, and my money I got put on my what do you call that? The I forgot what the Venmo money I got on there. I think I got about nearly $500 on there, so I can just put a little more money to it. So I'm hoping I can get a nice 75-inch TV for $700. It has all the features on it, and it's a good brand that I know will last. And I will definitely I'll try to get like a 5-year warranty on these TVs because most of these TVs, I think sometimes they come with only like a year or two warranty. But I want to get, and I know at Costco sometimes they also have I think you can get like a 5-year warranty. Okay, so in case if anything bad happens to the TV within those 5 years, they'll replace it. So that's what I got to look into, seeing if I can get a nice TV, and also, like I said, a TV that will fit the stand that I have, because I don't want to put the TV in the wall. I live in an apartment right now, and I don't want to put the TV in the wall, even though you probably can do that. I think what you have to do is, because I've seen plenty of videos of people putting the TVs on the wall and stuff, and then you can have it pull it out and then turn it this way. Like my TV right now, it's turned this way while I'm filming this in bed. My TV stand is right there, and my TV is turned this way. Okay, and I can also turn it that way when I film my TV show reactions and stuff. I film it. I sit over there and film in the corner and film it and turn my TV this way. So I want to be able to put it on the stand because it comes with the stand and it has the things on it. So all I got to do is basically 4 screws. I can unscrew it because I already actually moved this TV. I think was a little bit higher, and I think I adjusted it before once I got the new TV. Once I got this TV, I unscrewed and I lowered it. So although I could, like I said, I could probably raise it up a little bit more, but it has the brackets on it already. So basically all I got to do is to take this TV off is unscrew the 4 screws and lift this up and lay it on the bed, and then take the new TV out of the box. And as long as it has the, it's 400 by 400, I think it is for this TV, because I looked up the brand of TV that I have, and it's 400 by 400. So if I can make sure that I get a TV that's a 75 inch, that fits the 400 by 400, then I can just, like I said, get my brother and my stepfather to come in here, and I could probably have me and my brother hold the TV, and then have my stepfather, screw it into the, screw it in. Because I know they have people that come that will actually, hook your TV. I think you got to pay like $200 or something, and they'll actually take the old TV out and put the new TV up. But I don't think I'll do. I don't have to do that. I can save most of the $200. I can just have my stepfather and my brother come over here, and like I said, I'll have me and my brother, hold the TV while he unscrews it and take it off, and then take the new TV out of the box and put it, and then just let him screw it and tighten it. Cause we try let him do that side, then we'll turn the TV this way and let him do the other side, and that way once it's nice and secure, and then I can peel off the plastic and stuff and hook it up and stuff. So I think that's it. Or like I said, if I get a good deal, like if I get TV for like 500 something, then maybe I'll spend the $200. Let the people come and deliver it, and let them hook it up. Because the TV that I have here, it has the pole. It has the stand I have. It has a pole in it that you feed the wires through. Okay, so if I get the TV and have the guys come and hook it up, I could have them hook the wires back in, take the old stuff off. Because all my TV has right now, I have an Amazon Fire box, and I have that plugged into the back of my TV, and I have my computer, dragged all the way over here to plug into the back of my TV and stuff. So I have the HDMI cords and stuff, and I have my VCR, which I don't really even watch movies on it anymore that much. So I have a few things hooked up into it. Then I also have my Android box there too that I have hooked up, which I haven't watched my Android box. I actually unplugged it when I got the Fire TV box, but I plugged it back in now. Although, so I don't really actually use it for anything really. But anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. So what I'm going to do is, besides this video I will render when I'm going before I go out to, run around and do my errands. So by the time I get back, it'll be done, rendered, and then I'll edit the Monarch episodes, season 2, episode 6 tomorrow, like I usually do on a Sunday. And for some reason, I can edit that fast. And I tried to do the Daredevil Born Again season 2, episode 1, but it got blocked, and I appealed it, and they still blocked it. So you know what? I said, screw it. I'll just keep watching Daredevil. But The Boys, the final season starts Wednesday. Excuse me. That I will be reacting to The Boys. Okay, because that's the final season of The Boys, and I think that has 8 episodes on it. So I'm wondering how many episodes they're going to drop. They'll drop 3 or whatever. So we'll see. But that's going to be the next TV show I'm going to be watching as well. But I'm going to actually film my and edit my reaction to them, because The Boys comes on Wednesday, and I do usually film my reaction to Monarch on Saturday. So what I may do is, since The Boys comes out on Wednesday, film my reaction on Thursday, and then maybe try to edit it on Friday. Hopefully, and I can finish editing it on Friday, and then upload that one, and then do the exactly. I'll just keep watching Daredevil and The Boys and Monarch, which has 2 more episodes after this episode that I'm going to watch today. There's 2 more episodes, and then I'll be finished. Okay, and then like I said, Daredevil I think is on episode. They dropped 2 episodes last week, so it's going to be episode 4 halfway through. And then The Boys, I don't know how many episodes they're going to drop of it on Wednesday. Because I think The Boys, sometimes they drop 2 or 3 episodes, I think they do with The Boys. So I have to see how many episodes. So I'm hoping maybe they don't do that. Maybe 1 episode, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so look for my, besides this video, obviously, The Boys. And also I'm going to have to film videos for my Paul's Views and Opinions channel, of course. Maybe 2 videos for that. maybe a YouTube short or two, because I didn't do that last week. So maybe I can do a YouTube short that maybe I can film uh, today and then maybe edit that, render those tomorrow. Okay, so I'll see how that goes. So look for that content. And what else? I think that's it. Like I said, what I'm going to do is after I finish recording this, I'm going to get up and, like I said, I'm going to probably film my reaction to Monarch. If I don't, excuse me, excuse me, Jesus Christ. If I don't film the Monarch thing at 2 o'clock, I can film it when I come back. Excuse me, when I come back from running around doing my errands. It'll get filmed today either way, and then I can edit it tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My voice is cracking now. Okay, sorry about that. So I apologize for that. But yeah, and I gotta try to keep on top of it and try to do YouTube Shorts again because my goal is to get this channel monetized, and I need to really stay on top of that. And I do want to get. I was going to do an unboxing. I was going to actually try to look for the Superman movie, a steel book for that, because I think there is one, but I got to find a reasonable price for that and get that and maybe do an unboxing. I used to do a lot more unboxings and stuff. Like it's just a shame because, like I said, Best Buy used to be my go-to place to get movies and stuff, but they stopped selling movies and stuff, and then Target, I know they slowed down with the movies and stuff. So I basically get all my movies from Amazon that I do for the digital code giveaway contest. Okay, so it's not like before. It really is a shame because I still enjoy having the physical media. Okay, so oh yeah, and I did put my Supergirl reaction and the He-Man, the Masters of the Universe trailer. Those are up on this channel. Okay, if you want to watch those. So I think that's it for this. Okay, so yeah, so let me wrap this up. Okay, and hope everybody have a great week. Okay, stay safe, be well, and hopefully, like I said, I'll see if I can go to the baseball game next week. I got to double check that, see if the Mets. I know the Mets are home on Tuesday. I think the Juan Soto bobblehead day. I think that's on Saturday. I think it's next Saturday. For some reason, I think it's the 10th, which would be next Friday. Which then I can't go because I got to go to work. And by the time I get off to get to the stadium, forget about it. The bobbleheads will be sold out. So that's why I'm hoping that it is that Saturday, so that way I can make sure I call my brother and make sure we get there by at least 1 o'clock because I think they open up the stadium 2 hours before game time, and I think the game time would be like 4:15. So we got to make sure we're there before 2:15, so we can line up and get the bobbleheads before they sell out. Okay, so and then fingers crossed Juan Soto is not seriously hurt. Hopefully, maybe they'll take as a precaution, let him take the next 2 games off, and then maybe he can come back to the lineup, be back in the lineup by Tuesday. Fingers crossed that it's not more serious with him because he's the star of this team, and hopefully he's not out and he doesn't have an injury history and stuff. But I know there's a first time for everything, so hopefully, fingers crossed, Juan Soto's not seriously hurt. Okay, so maybe just a couple of days, off the feet and stuff will, get him right. Okay, so okay. So, okay, in the description box, okay, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also, have a link to my other channel, Bob Using the Pins. We check that out as well. Also, a link down below to my merchandise store. Okay, hold on for a minute. Let's see if I can. Whoop. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I have two merchandise things. This is the spherical circles. That's one design on my merch. And then here's the Trepacer logo. That's the other design that I have on my merch. Okay. I have it on t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears for men, women, unisex. Follow link. It will take you to my merchandise store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long, and take care.